guys, today I'm going to be showing you my I'm cold makeup. I really wanted to show you guys my take on this trend, and I know it's like a winter trend and I haven't done like a wintry makeup video in a while. Last time I did it, it was pretty bad. It's still up if you want to watch it, but I've learned so much about makeup since then and I'm really excited to share what I've learned. This video is in no way sponsored. Everything that I recommend to you guys, I'm 100% not being paid to say any of it. I wish I was, but I'm not. Also, any tips that I give in this video, feel free to take it however you want. I really think this is a trend that you can really take any different direction. I just wanted to show you guys my way of doing it. So yeah, let's start with skin prep. So I did my normal hydrating skincare routine, but I keep this in my makeup bag because I actually always put this on under my makeup and I don't really wear it unless I'm wearing makeup. And I just started doing this in the past couple of weeks and this has really taken my glowy makeup to a different level. This is the Bubble Float On Soothing Face Oil, and honestly it's one of my favorite products when you're going for that glowy glass skin glazed donut look. If you have dry skin, I definitely recommend right under your makeup, like right before you put on your primer, to put on a face oil, not just a serum but specifically a oil or a water-based moisturizer. It really gives your skin that hydrated, glowy, plumped look. For primer, I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer. This really helps grip my makeup. When adding that face oil, it's really easy for my makeup to like slide off throughout the day, but this primer keeps it in check. My makeup actually stays on all day thanks to this primer and the setting spray that I'm going to use at the end. And I always make sure I'm dragging all products down to my neck. While my primer sets in, I'm going to use the NYX brow glue on my brows. I recently showed you guys my no foundation makeup routine, and I still very much do most of the things in that video, but my makeup routine has changed. I am mostly doing my I'm cold makeup because it's winter time and I wanted to change it up a little bit. However, if you watch both videos, you'll realize I do a lot of the things the same way. I just coated both sides of my eyebrows with the glue and now I'm letting it dry down a little bit to get tacky, and then I will brush through it with this little brow spoolie. I found that it's really important to make sure I go through my eyebrows and make sure there are no bumps in it before I start like slicking them down. That really helps with them staying all day and it really helps me get a more clean look. I will literally just take the top and clean it up like that and give it a little arch. I have like curly eyebrows, so they literally curl up. They do not stay straight. There's nothing I can really do about that. I have yet to find a brow glue that actually keeps my eyebrows straight. They always curl up, but this NYX one is the best one that I've found, and it keeps them in place while curling up, so I like that. But once I get them in the shape I like, I just take the back of the spoolie and I just press them down just to make sure they stick as much as possible. But now I'm all about natural makeup and glowy makeup and making your skin glow through your makeup, which is why I was so excited when I found this foundation. I talked about in my no foundation makeup video about how like foundation has never really been my thing and I just rather go without it, but I found the foundation of my dreams. This is the MAC Studio Radiance Foundation and it's a serum powered foundation. It's literally 80% skincare. I heard about this foundation, I was like, there's no way, but I need to try it. So Black Friday I went and got it. It wasn't on sale, I just ended up getting it on Black Friday. It's like my dream foundation. Also, there's a mirror right here, so when you see me looking over here, it's just me looking at the mirror. So I put a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna take this little flat brush, which by the way, most of the brushes that I use in this video are from Doe Color. I think I have a discount code for them. Again, isn't sponsored, but you guys can use my code if you want to check out the brushes. So I just take this foundation and I line underneath my eyebrows with it. I only line underneath my eyebrows, and it's a foundation, so it's gonna blend in really well with my skin. I don't like to go in with concealer because I feel like that looks a little too unnatural. It makes the eyebrows look too sharp when in reality my eyebrows are not sharp at all. So I literally just go in with this flat brush, take a little bit of foundation on the brush and just line under my eyebrows. Then I'll take the other side of the brush and just blend under the eyebrow just to make it look a little more natural. And I really like this beauty blender because it has a tip, so I can actually blend very precisely. So I'll just take that under my eyebrow a little bit too to blend that in a little more. And that's literally all I do for my eyebrows. They are pretty messy, I'm not gonna lie, but that's how my eyebrows look anyway. And I feel like when my eyebrows look really clean, it doesn't look like my face. It looks too much. But I'm gonna continue applying my foundation. Yes, I wear foundation now. It's like a normal thing for me. It's crazy because I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation when I wear this. I'm constantly forgetting that I have it on, and it literally looks like my skin in a bottle, and it covers your acne without enhancing it. You know, like sometimes you'll put concealer on and it just makes your acne bumps look larger than they are. but this does not do that. It's light coverage, but not too light coverage where it's not covering anything. It's covering just enough. Like, I literally love this stuff. I could rave about it all day.
I need to make a TikTok about it.
And I'm also gonna blend that into my neck. I'm gonna go over my whole face with the flat part of this beauty blender. By the way, this beauty blender is from e.l.f. but I'm gonna press it all into my skin. My redness is gone. My skin is still radiant and glowy. I'm using this Tower 28 concealer, and I love this also because it's very radiant. Y'all should know by now I don't like anything matte. I don't think I have any matte products, and I don't really use powders, so my makeup comes out so radiant and glowy. So if you're into that, I have some tips for you. But I make a little triangle under the eye. Actually, I've been into the triangle under the eye again, and then I go a little bit on my outer corner. I started doing less than a triangle, and I would just do like a little line, and then I went back to the triangle for whatever reason, I don't know. But that's how I do my concealer for under my eyes, and then I'll just go on the bridge of my nose, right here between my eyebrows, because I have a lot of acne right there for whatever reason, underneath my nose, and right underneath my mouth. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray to set my concealer. And I don't like to let my concealer dry all the way down because I don't want too much full coverage. Putting setting spray on my face right here really helps my makeup stay. Also, I'm gonna go straight under my eye with this beauty blender. I honestly don't use a brush anymore. It literally takes so much time to use a brush. And yes, it gives you a more full coverage look, but that's not really something that I want every time I do my makeup. For the most part, I want a really natural look, so I just go straight in with the beauty blender. It's way faster, and actually it does not take me long to do my makeup. It definitely takes longer when I'm like making TikToks or YouTube videos and I'm talking through it, but if I just do my normal makeup routine, it literally takes me like 15 minutes max. I feel like I've gotten it down to a science. But my I'm Cold makeup is my normal routine right now, as for like the December, Christmas, winter season. I know it's not winter yet, but at this point I'm considering this time winter because it's so cold outside and I'm literally wearing winter clothing. It's no longer fall for me. Now I'm gonna do bronzer and contour. So I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty bronzer stick. This is in the shade Good Energy. I literally love this. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm almost out of it. But I'm gonna go right under my cheekbones. I know a lot of people say put it on your cheekbones. I don't like applying my blush right where I put my contour. Something about it is just a pet peeve of mine. I don't like it. But I put it right under my cheekbone, right on my jawline, on my forehead. Sometimes I'll even come down here a little bit just to shorten my forehead. And I'll do 2 straight lines down my nose, and I'll drag some of that into my eyelid because I feel like the real way to get a snatched nose is to blend it all the way into your eyelid. Do some on the bottom and right here near the tip. That's my contour bronzer situation. And now I'm gonna just blend it right underneath my cheekbone. If you want exact details on the brushes that I'm using, make sure you guys check out my last makeup video. I really went into detail and told you guys like the numbers and how to get them and everything, so make sure you check out that video. Does anyone else feel like it's hard to rebuy makeup? When I really like a product, I have to buy it again, and that I don't like that. Since I've started doing makeup, I've been actually like running out of things and having to get things again, and it hurt me the first time to buy a $36 primer. To buy it again, oh my god, makeup is so expensive. For my contour, I'm just gonna literally go over the lines and just rub it back and forth until it's all blended and looks natural. I feel like for me, when I get like PR and things sent to me and I really like the product, it literally hurts me to actually buy it because I'm like, I literally got this for free and now I'm going out and buying it. But my contour is all blended. I make sure it goes into my eyelid, and that's for the most part all I put on my eyelid. Actually, I do a little glitter at the end. But I feel like the bronzer shade is like the perfect eyeshadow shade and it blends so well. Surprisingly, next is blush. If you've seen any I'm Cold makeup video, you know that the blush is the main character. So this is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. I'm gonna do 2 little dots because this isn't the only blush that I'm gonna add. Like when you think of blush, you think of this shade. There's no better blush shade than this to me. When I'm blending my blush, I always make sure to not go past where I put that bronzer. Now, I actually incorporated another powder product into my routine, which is so weird because I used to not use powder at all. But this is the Juvia's Place blush. It's the volume 4 Juvia's Place blush palette. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed. What I always do, because I really only need a little bit on the brush, I dab it into this bottom one once, and then I dab it into this one twice. 1, 2. I do it very lightly, then I tap it right here, to get all the excess powder off, and then I rub it a little bit on my hand just to get literally everything else off, and then I'll put it on my skin. Then I'll keep doing that until, and I don't want it to look like too much, so I'll just kind of go little by little. I'm telling you guys, the first few times I used this blush, I looked sunburnt. Like, it was so bad. I'm gonna take a little bit and go right under the nose. What I realized for I'm Cold makeup, you don't put it over the bridge of your nose, you put it on the tip when you're doing your blush. I did not realize that, and it makes all the difference. It looks way better when you just put it on the bottom of your nose rather than all of the bridge. That's how we're looking with the blush. What are we thinking? Now I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. This is the second powder that I use, and literally the last powder. I don't like powder at all, but I feel like this really helps set my concealer. I literally just pour it onto the top like this. See, there's literally only a little bit on the top. This is my little powder puff from Sephora. I actually got a powder puff since the last video. You guys should be so proud of me. Then I tap it on my hand a little bit just to get some of the excess off, and then I go right underneath where I put my contour, and then I'll go right under my eyes and just kind of make like a little triangle. Like, I literally go right here under my eyes and then here. And then I will go right under my nose and on top of my nose, because I'm always having a runny nose, so I really need to set that part to make sure I don't wipe off all my makeup. And I'll set around the mouth. That's literally everywhere that I set for my face. If I'm going for a more full coverage look, I'll take a little bit and go underneath where I put the contour and blush, but I really don't want to take the shine away from my face, but there isn't much shine right here anyway, so I'll just set right there just to add some extra hold to my makeup. And that's literally it. That's how I powder my face and keep it glowy at the same time, because I don't like matte. Anyway, let's move on to highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter. It's literally my favorite highlighters, the best liquid highlighter. Liquid highlighters will forever be better than normal highlighters, like, in my opinion. I'm gonna go right on the high of my cheekbone, on top of where I put that blush. Then I'm gonna put some on my nose, just like that. I put too much, but that's not the point. A little bit under my eyebrow, and I always blend my highlighter with my finger. It's just so much easier. It just blends much better when I do it like that, and I feel like it's faster. It's just so glowy. I love it. And next for highlighter, I'm gonna use this NYX Jumbo Multi-Use Face Stick. It's a highlighter. I literally love this stuff. It's amazing. I'm gonna put this right in the little crease of my eye. Is this the crease? No, this is the crease. I don't know what this part is called, but I try to just do like a little dot. I don't want it to be too noticeable. Actually, it doesn't look that bad today. Not blended, but I always blend it out because I feel like I can never do it to where I don't have to blend it, and I feel like when I blend it, it looks so much more natural. And then I'll take a little bit on my finger and I'll just go a little bit on like my eyelid, and I don't even have to use a powder. It still keeps my face glowy. I love it. Now I'm gonna use the Lancome Idol Lash Mascara, and I'm literally just gonna put that on like you use a normal mascara. And to make sure that my eyelashes don't clump up, I will go back and forth, like take the mascara like this. I feel like that coats both sides of the lash, but it also separates them a little bit. To also keep them separate, I use this lash separator. This is from Babe Lash. I comb through them to separate them. And then once that dries, I will do another layer of mascara. And then sometimes I'll separate it again if it gets clumpy, but I really don't think it's that clumpy. I forgot, but usually before I do mascara, I will put on my Rare Beauty lip oil, so it'll tint my lips, and then I'll put on my Laneige lip glowy balm. But I like to let this sit in before I put on a product over it, because if I put product on right after applying the lip oil, it'll peel so bad. So I'm gonna let this sit in for like at least 5 minutes before putting anything on top of it. It also changes shade when you put it on. I realized that it gets darker. I'm gonna let this sit in for a second and I'll be right back. I'm back. The lip oil has set in for a little bit. Now I'm gonna use the Laneige lip glowy balm in the shade Berry. I literally need some more of this. I've been using this so much recently. I love it so much, but I'm just gonna put it over my lip oil just to give it some extra shine and hydrate it a little bit. Now we're gonna finish the whole look off with some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I used it earlier. This plus my primer, oh my gosh, it keeps my makeup on all day. I do not recommend any other setting sprays or primers besides these two: the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It works for me, so it might work for you. I definitely recommend both of those products. Also, I do set my face twice, which again hurts me because this makeup is expensive. So I set it once, let it dry down, and then I'll set it again. And that is my I'm Cold makeup look. I literally love this routine so much. It's gonna be so hard to let go of it after winter. It's so like preppy and pink and girly. I love it. I love it. I hope this video helped you guys. I don't want to call it a tutorial, but it's kind of just me showing you what I do. I feel like I've learned so many different things over the past couple of years on makeup, and I really wanted to share them with you. I think this is such a fun video to do, especially since I've been trying to do more sit down videos recently. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it to this point, comment this emoji because you're definitely a real one. If you want to see more of me, check my social media in the description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.